The day he blocked me, there was no grand finale, no fight, no long breakup speech, no dreaded "we need to talk." There was just a silence, an empty, digital void. I woke up that morning, and my messages just wouldn't deliver. I saw that single grey check mark, a symbol of a connection severed. His profile picture was gone, replaced by that generic default silhouette. His online status, which I used to check without even thinking, had vanished. He had blocked me on every single platform. It was a digital execution. I just stared at my phone for what felt like hours. I kept closing and reopening the apps, tapping on his name, as if my persistence could somehow reverse it, as if it was all just a glitch in the system. But it wasn't a glitch. It was a choice. His choice. And with that choice, he denied me any form of closure. I never got a reason. I never got a why. He didn't just block me from his contacts, he was trying to erase me from his life, to pretend our time together never happened. The pain was physical. I cried until my chest literally ached, until my throat was raw. My mind became a torture chamber, replaying every single moment, every conversation, every text message. I was desperately searching for the mistake, for the one thing I did wrong. What was it? Was I not enough for him? Was I too much? Did I love too hard, care too deeply? The questions spiraled, each one a fresh wave of self-doubt. It took me a long, painful time to realize the truth, a truth that had nothing to do with me. The real answer was simple: he was never truly mine to begin with. I wasn't his partner. I was just his convenience. Let me be honest with you, healing wasn't pretty. It wasn't the aesthetic, movie montage version you see online with spa days, empowering quotes, and girls' nights out. My healing was messy. It was long, lonely nights staring at the dark ceiling, my mind refusing to shut down. It was typing out long, angry, desperate messages, pouring my heart out, only to delete them letter by letter. It was that confusing internal battle. One moment wanting him to call so badly I could feel my phone vibrate, and the next moment praying he never would, because I knew I wasn't strong enough to resist. But slowly, day by day, the tide began to turn. The first real step was unfollowing the idealized version of him I had built up in my head. I had to let go of the man I thought he was, the potential I saw in him, and accept the reality of who he showed me he was. I had to forgive myself. Forgive myself for loving someone who was broken, and for thinking my love alone could fix him without him ever wanting to fix himself. So I started to work on me. I built new habits, one tiny brick at a time. I created new routines to fill the spaces he used to occupy. Most importantly, I established new boundaries, not to keep people out, but to protect my own peace. People think heartbreak makes you colder, harder. That wasn't it for me. I didn't become colder. I became wiser. I learned to recognize the difference between being loved and being used. Then, months later, it happened. My phone rang, displaying an unknown number. A part of me knew, but I answered anyway. And there it was. His voice. Soft, a little weak, but unmistakably familiar. "Lena?" "It's me," and in that moment, I realized how much had changed. My heart didn't jump. It didn't pound in my chest. It just stood still. It observed. He started with the words I once craved to hear. "I'm sorry," he said. "I really messed up." He told me how his life had crumbled. How everyone he thought was his friend had left him. "No one," he said, his voice cracking. "No one cared about me like you did." And there it was. Life had finally taught him the lesson I once prayed it wouldn't have to. The cruel irony wasn't lost on me. He finally admitted it, the truth I had figured out on my own. When things got better for me, I thought I didn't need you anymore. I was selfish. But now that everything's gone, I realize you were the only real thing I ever had. I could hear the tears in his voice, but there were none in mine. I took a deep breath and I told him I did love you. I really did. I cared for you, and I did everything I possibly could to be there for you. But you need to understand this. You didn't lose me. You threw me away. There was just silence on the other end of the line. A heavy, defeated silence. Then he whispered it. The question I knew was coming. Can we try again? For the first time in a long time, I smiled. It wasn't a happy smile, but it wasn't a bitter one either. It was a sad, knowing smile. No, I said, my voice calm and steady. And not because I hate you, but because I love myself now. He started to cry audibly. I didn't. I just ended the call. And then I blocked his number. Not for revenge. Not to give him a taste of his own medicine. But as an act of pure self-respect. Here's the final lesson I learned. He blocked me after he was done using me. Then he came back, begging, when his world fell apart. Why? It wasn't because I was hard to replace. It was because the love and support I gave were irreplaceable. So listen to me very carefully. If someone drains your energy, takes your time, your heart, and then discards you by blocking you, do not wait for them. Do not hope for their return. When they do come back, and they often do, know that they don't miss you. They miss what you did for them. They miss the benefit of you. You are not a second chance. You are the one they should have never lost in the first place. This is Broken Hearts TV. If this story resonated with you, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your story matters too. Let us know in the comments, have you ever been blocked after being used? And did they ever try to come back? Sharing your experience might be the very thing that helps someone else heal. Thank you for listening.